a super creepy clown mask, dolls with painful death stories, and nightmare owls. In this video, we're going to take a look at the 10 creepiest McDonald's Happy Meal toys ever. Number 10, Ronald McDonald Mask. In the fictional world of McDonaldland, there is a friendly clown. His name? Ronald McDonald. He and his friends, Mayor McCheese, the Hamburglar, Grimace, Birdie the Early Bird, and the Fry Kids lived in almost perfect happiness. That is, until one day the clown was heartbroken and became a little psycho. The end? Well, that's not a real story. It's the story you could make up after seeing the Ronald McDonald mask. It wasn't bad enough that some kids are actually crazy scared of clowns. They still decided to make a mask straight out of a horror movie as a kid's toy. Not entirely sure about the brilliance behind this idea, honestly. Imagine all the freaked out kids and parents that found this mask in their Happy Meal pack. If it were a Halloween special, parents may not have minded as much. It looks creepy enough to be part of a Halloween costume or prank decoration. It sure would have made a lot of kids cry. Number 9, Avatar toys. Do you remember what Avatar was about? A couple of people don't, and that's alright. It's still the highest grossing film in the world even after 12 years. It got kicked off the top spot a couple of times, but it always came back. Nobody was surprised that everyone wanted to get a slice of the Avatar action, and that included McDonald's. McDonald's idea to make an Avatar toy was of course a great one, but like a lot of their ideas, it seems production had a ton of hitches. To start with, the Avatar toys were arranged in the strangest fighting positions. Some of the toy sets might have had a horse, but there was no way a toy with its two fists in fight mode could ride a horse. That's not even the worst of the problems. The faces of those toys looked nothing like the intriguing characters from the movie. The only thing recognizable about the toys was the blue skin color. Otherwise, the Avatar toys were capable of creating some mild nightmares. It's almost as if they were trying to scare the kids on purpose. Number 8, Inspector Gadget. Did you know the first Inspector Gadget movie was released before the current century? 1999 might seem like yesterday to some adults, but for a kid, 23 years seems a little old, don't you think? With 2 movies and an animated series, Inspector Gadget captured hearts all over the globe. Some of the people that loved it worked at McDonald's and decided to include some Inspector Gadget toys in the Happy Meals. Things might not have gone exactly as they had planned. The Inspector Gadget toys were loved by a lot of kids, but were slightly out of proportion. First off, the pieces of the toy were detachable. This made it easy for younger kids to choke on them. Plus, some of the parts just looked really funky when you put them together. Go Gadget? Yeah, not this time. If you think these were creepy, things are about to get weirder. Keep watching to see what's next. Number 7, Sky Dancers. The first problem with the Sky Dancer toys was their popularity. See, not a lot of people liked the animated series, probably because it was very, very girly. So somehow you start to wonder why McDonald's decided to make a toy it might not sell well. The biggest problem with the Sky Dancers wasn't even the lack of love, it was how dangerous it could be. Sure, a flying princess action figure was pretty cool, until it wasn't. The dairy falls clipped into a base, and when you pulled the string, they'd spread their wings and fly. Okay, they actually go spinning into the air, but that's not important. The danger came from the fact that you couldn't control where these toys flew to. A lot of parents had to break up with a lot of fights because siblings got whacked in the face with these. Even if they had pretty names, you could still be mad that something called Swan Shimmer or Princess Pegasus whacked you in the eye. A real-life flying fairy's one thing, but a flying fairy with only one leg, creepy smile, and intense eyes? Yeah, that's next-level creepy. Number 6, Cat from Cat and Dog. Cats and dogs are the most popular pets in the world. Nobody was shocked when McDonald's decided to come out with the Cat and Dog collection for its Happy Meal. The dog toys in this collection, like a lot of puppies, are cute and even cuddly, but somehow the cat toy is just rather disturbing. Instead of being cute and furry like a lot of kittens are, its whiskers and big eyes look like a toy that's been electrocuted. That's a lot of shock in their eyes, and nobody wants a toy that looks at you suspiciously. Unlike most other cat toys, this one looks like it's ready to frighten any child in the middle of the night. Talk about real night terrors. Number 5, Dinosaurs. Almost every little boy and quite a few girls are obsessed with dinosaurs. So imagine the excitement when McDonald's came through with the dinos and Happy Meals. Sadly, tiny hearts were broken when the toys looked nothing like the dinos we love. Dinosaurs in reality are huge creatures with large teeth and claws. They were the biggest predators, so no creature was scarier when they existed. The Happy Meal toys looked nothing like the real ones. The face of one dino looked a little more like an alien than the others. Let's just say crocodiles are better looking. Number 4, Fry Kids. For those who don't know, McDonald's has had a lot of mascots. One of the ones kids love the most is the Fry Kids. I guess that's why it made sense to put a couple of Fry Kids toys in the Happy Meals. The problem? the toys were a little too far off from the original characters. The Fry Kids were really popular at the time because McDonald's was turning a lot of food into toys at the time. Another point of popularity was the fact that the Fry Kids were in a lot of commercials and were seen to be stealing all the fries from the kids. Everybody loves cute little food thieves, so the next step was creating the toys. And that's where things fell apart. We all know fries are stringy, but the way the fries are arranged and the thin legs of the toys gave them a really different look. They came out looking like a couple of mops with big eyes and no other features. Almost as if the mop in the corner of a storage room came to life to haunt a kid. Starting now, things get even creepier. Keep watching until the end. Number 3, Mini Furbies. The original furry Furby toys made kids all over the world go crazy. Everybody wanted the tiny fuzzy robotic toys made by Tiger Electronics. They were slightly confusing but still huggable if we're being honest. And then McDonald's made an even creepier mini version with all the creepy, none of the cute. First of all, you couldn't even tell what animal or character a Furby was supposed to look like. Is it an owl? Is it a hamster? What about a gremlin? With the creepy, soulless stare of the regular size version and even the Happy Meal toys, you could feel like something alive was staring at you. The regular Furbies were even worse. They could talk. These first started to chatter first in a language called Furbish and later in English. McDonald's knew that no parent actually loved noisy, creepy dolls, so they took out the noise but somehow made it even worse. Now nothing could distract you from the eyes and how they could see into your soul. The second problem with the Furby toys was how much damage they could cause. The McDonald's Furby toys were supposed to be some sort of key holders, so they were pretty small and hard. That made it pretty easy for little kids to choke on them and big kids to throw them at each other and cause injuries. Looks like McDonald's didn't think this all the way through. Number 2, Rasputin. In every fairy tale, there's one character nobody ever likes. Whether it's Ursula from The Little Mermaid, the evil stepmother from Cinderella, or Gaston in Beauty and the Beast, nobody actually truly likes a villain the first time they see the movie. However, it seems that McDonald's is trying to change that with some of the toys from their Happy Meal. But you guessed right, that didn't exactly go to plan. Meet Rasputin, who has a creepy full name, a creepy story, and an even creepier face in his Happy Meal toy. As the story goes, in both the animated fairy tale and real history, Rasputin was a traitor and a murderer. According to historians, he also had terrible hygiene and had reportedly even gone 6 months without changing his underwear. I'm not sure if the folks over at McDonald's knew this before making a Rasputin toy. The toy itself is the work of an overactive imagination. They somehow managed to create the scary vibe of Rasputin in the take-apart toy. I'm pretty sure nobody would ever want to wake up and find this face staring at him. Number 1, Swearing Minions. Despicable Me might have had an amazing story, but why did everyone love it? The Minions, of course. The weird little yellow creatures with their language stole everyone's heart. Whether you were a kid or an adult, you must have laughed so hard at some of the ridiculous things they did. They were so amazing. They even had their own spin-off movies. It became obvious to the guys at McDonald's that Happy Meals needed a Minions toy. It turns out that they had the right idea, but the toys came out pretty wrong. While the Minions were still the same yellow blobs, they now had some very colorful language. The Minion language had swear words. Who knew? Enjoyed the video? Now watch this one.